switch. Eyes wide shut, still dodging the snitch. Laptop missing, emails encrypted. Truth so loud, the mainstream clipped it. Flash drive full, got that dead man code. But I keep it cold like a heart on the road. DC nights where the back door's cracked. One wrong file and you never come back. I wanna be rich, but not self-rich. Ricky leaking out your dome into a ditch. You wish the simulation had a glitch. You wanna be rich, but not self-rich. But not self-rich. G-man lurking by the food truck line. Whispers in the Wi-Fi trailing mine. Check my 6 when I speak that facts. They erase folks cleaner than income tax. No chain, no fame, just VPNs. Tryna buy truth in a world full of friends who smile like masks in a masquerade, but flip the switch like a deep state blade. I wanna be rich, but not self-rich. Know too much, get left in a ditch. CIA scratches if Clinton's getting itch. Yeah, I wanna be rich, but not self-rich. They say the truth will set you free, but what if it just sets you up? Try to whistle blow, you better know you might not ever blow back up. I wanna be rich, but not self-rich. Ricky leaking out your dome into a ditch. You wish the simulation had a glitch. You wanna be rich, but not self-rich. But not self-rich. Tell my mama I ain't suicidal, but they tap phones like a new revival. USB full of names in bold. One email could get me cold. I ain't cute, but I see the plan. When the talking points match the van. In the land of the free, you pay the price for crossing lines with too much light. I wanna be rich, but not self-rich. Know too much, get left in a ditch. CIA scratches if Clinton's getting itch. Yeah, I wanna be rich, but not self-rich.
Can you save us, Britney Spears? Can we be saved? God, why is Satan controlling the universe?
The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunning linguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracy, sex, culture, making it's okay to change your thinking, good guys. Good guys, good guys, good guys. The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunning linguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracy, sex, culture, making it's okay to change your thinking, good guys. Good guys, good guys, good guys.
Big up, big up. Happy Friday night. Welcome back to another episode of the Secretist Society of Good Goys. As always, we are your goodest of girls and goys, and we are here to hang out with you. If you'd ever be so kind to hit the thumbs up or the little heart to the right if you are on your iOS device. You can hit a celebration or 100. And over on our screen, this is the only way that it lets me pull up gyms in the app we use. We are not StreamYard sophisticated yet. So if you're like one of the awesome people that leave us like a golden shit club, we won't be able to show everyone, but it will be here on chat. So thank you guys for spending time with us. And ladies,
Hi.
How are you?
Love you guys in the chat. Love you,
I know.
guys.
I feel like I need to make their words bigger. What do you guys think?
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
I have to squint.
Better?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's perfect.
Now we can see what they're. Welcome back, Abbie.
Well, thank you.
Yay.
Missed
You
you
look
guys.
happy, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, you both look nice. I feel like my lights wash me out, and you guys look like healthy tan ladies, and I look winter pale.
Well, I went to the lake last weekend and got a lot of sun. So
Yeah, I'll be getting a lot of sun out here.
You be getting that sun.
Yeah, I'll be getting that sun.
You be getting that vitamin D.
Yay.
Sorry.
No, I love it.
We're
I
allowed
fucking
to.
love it.
It's
I need
11:11. For the people who are just joining us, we usually go at midnight, Eastern Standard Time, or as I like to call it, God's time. But we are slowly going to work it earlier, sometimes hit midnight, and then sometimes hit the middle of the day. Like, everybody has a lot of stuff going on. Abbie has rearranged her life. I don't know what she wants to share now, if you want to say any of that to our audience.
Well, I just got a job in aerospace, and yeah, it's been my first week, and it's awesome. I have so much to learn, but like, I'm learning a lot, and
Yay.
yeah,
Yes,
making the money
Abbie.
now.
Heck yeah.
So Abbie is no longer at a school board of a state that she has to worry about some of the stuff. Not that we ever like kept too many rails.
No, but
Yeah.
like I would never post like my stories to my Facebook and stuff like that. And I was like, who gives a fuck?
Now
I
you
work
can.
for
I told-
aerospace. Everybody's a weirdo.
They are. And when I went ahead and like in my interview, I mentioned the podcast. So I showed them like all Paranoid Americans merch and, you know, gave them my trading cards and stuff like that. So
That's
Dope.
really cute.
yeah.
That's really cute. And Thomas, you guys, he is going tomorrow to do research like he always does. And he will probably be back next week to share his research, maybe in some detail. I don't want to out any of it. If
Yeah,
it's, everybody can
Interesting.
just be left to their vices of what they think Thomas
Stay
is
tuned
up
because
to.
you wanna hear it.
See, like, I wish I could pull up that stuff. Look how cute it is.
So cute.
Listen, restream. We're considering StreamYard. You better, you know.
Restream
shit
is kind of
together.
like the Spirit Airlines of streaming services, where it seems cheaper when you buy your ticket, but by the time you add on everything you need, it's like, I should have just flown American. Should've just flown
LCA.
Delta.
We can manifest it. Restream will do better
It's
instead of here live.
even when I updated it, it seems better.
It does. Even on my end, you know, just logging
Yeah.
in and everything, it just seemed like everything was a little bit better.
Better. So how has your guys' week been? Have you guys been keeping up on anything? We can talk about personal shit if you guys want to, since it is
talk about
ladies right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk
Let's
about
get
our
into it.
periods and
I'm on my
ovaries.
luteal phase. I'm like snappy and spicy. Like don't fucking you
They
know?
mess with the bull, they get the horns.
Oh. Man, men don't know, man. Oh, they don't know. It's like you just want to cry sometimes for no fucking reason, and then you're just fucking angry for no fucking reason, and you think you're going crazy for no fucking reason, and then you get your period and you're like, oh, it's just because I was getting my period. Oh, okay, I'm fine.
Yeah.
But it's the week before. It's always like clockwork. Lovely.
Your period's kind of like that point that you're slowly descending into madness, and then when you see see blood, you're like, I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
You
God. I'm
almost
going to be normal again
like,
soon.
Crazy. You're
Lucy,
like,
you're right.
I was thinking, you just start to get so pissed at everything.
Yeah.
But I think that's when your testosterone's going through your body.
Yeah.
So you're getting that little T shot. And so that's, you're getting to feel kind of what that feels like. And you're like, oh, break this.
Am I supposed to take progesterone during this week and just like rub it in my skin or something? Like during this week? Like what does one do for that? I don't even know.
Rat it out.
Layla's like, I feel spicy. I'm about to start my period.
Whoa,
Rick.
we know.
Sometimes you gotta
we
be
know.
spicy, I think.
Lucy's like, aren't
just
you
annoying
kind
when
of
you annoy
always
yourself,
Layla? I'm
though.
like, yeah, but this is like on another level. I'm just taming
Not
myself.
always you, Layla. Layla's always, she's like, you guys, I'm a little spicy. And everyone's like, you?
What? Oh, not you.
She's
No
the God
way.
angel. Come on.
Have you guys, since like the hot thing this week, and we'll get back into it and stuff, have you guys been paying attention to the Candace Owens, Andrew
Yeah, a
Wilson
little bit.
debate?
A little bit. I can't
no.
stand that guy. I don't
Anything.
know where he came from, who he is, why, what. But all I know is he was on a podcast shitting on females. We all know. And then now all of a sudden he's just like debating Candace Owens, and it's like, oh, another actor. Okay, bring him on. That's how I feel.
She introduces a lot of people to our zeitgeist. Like we're, like maybe they're kind of big somewhere else. And then she's like, this is my favorite this. And that's usually how we assume somebody's introduced, is by me putting the sword over your shoulders of, I love this. But sometimes a character's introduced to the main stage by being like, I hate this. This is my Joker and I'm Batman.
Polarizing.
And so, yeah, it's like, it keeps this.
But from what I understood, it kind of seemed like Candace, in the whole show of it all, the act of it all, like she kind of whooped his ass. I guess it was done that way on purpose. But I think she schooled him on a few topics. The shooter especially. I'm
a conspiracy theorist, and it's hard for me to get down with Candace Owens because of her Sandy Hook connections, and like everybody's an actor on the stage. I see it as Candace has been saying a lot of shit, and a lot of it, like, she was cemented on a few things today. Like she talks in a way of like, I didn't say it, Abbie said it. Like she alludes to all this stuff and she says it on shows, but then it might not be a post. So then in her argument, she'll be like, go look at my feed. I never posted it. It's like she has this really schlick thing. And I think I won't be surprised if when all this is done, we don't hear Candace Owens say, I plead the fifth. Because I think they're cementing her in things that if she actually spoke to the parents, are you messing with an active trial? Like part of the things that they try to do sometimes in like big cases is shield certain stuff from the media. And another thing, this is a preliminary hearing. All I have to do is convince the state that we can go to trial. I'm never going to bring my deadliest weapons to this thing. I'm just going to bring enough to convince the state that I think you should go to trial for this thing. So there is a couple of things with this whole thing and just how that Candace usually leaves everything in this openness, that she talked about 12 Israeli cell phones and like who told her like, oh, and this guy said, like she cemented herself in things now in statements on camera that I think could haunt her later on because of how much, whether it's true or not, it's not even about who killed Charlie. It's like, honestly, when somebody was like,
die, I believe at this
who
point.
do you think won this? And I'm like, well, I think we lost one. Like, it was entertaining. But I saw Alex Stein post something, and he was like, Charlie lost with this. Like, Charlie's legacy lost with this. But this is, I hung out with Emily Moyer yesterday for a few hours. And in my realm of like, I think a few timelines, maybe play congruently or maybe didn't happen. And in my brain, if there were ever the Handmaid's Tale timeline, it was behind Charlie Kirk. And so sometimes I see of Erica in the blue dress, Candace in the red dress, and we're watching this playing toward this like veering off. Because nothing happens in Utah. I'm going to repeat it over and over again. Nothing happens in Utah without all the Mormons knowing about it. So I don't know. I just think the whole thing's kind of curious. And I don't think Candace is there to really get to the bottom of anything because
Obviously not.
in my research, I think like nobody wanted TPUSA more than the farmer family. So I would just be like, if I were to look at this and we were playing Clue, I'd be like, well, this guy just tried to buy TPUSA. Oh, he's running TPUK. Oh, his dad's Mr. Copper and he's in the House of Lords and all the Brexit stuff. It would be important for him to get this kind of. And I could also say the Mormons, everybody thinks like, oh, the Mormons all become CIA. The Mormons have their own secret society.
Yeah.
Well, and I guess
They're
that's
their
one of
own
the things
thing.
Lincoln even said before he died, was watch the Mormons, watch the Mormons in Utah. He saw them
Really?
as
He
a big
said
threat.
that?
Yeah.
Holy shit. So
I
he knew.
I would
Yeah.
say if anyone theorizes that the Trumps ended up with Tesla's blueprints, the Mormons ended up with all of Howard Hughes's.
Yeah.
And the Mormons have seed banks. The Mormons have DNA banks. Like they call their shit Zion.
They
Like
know the
they are
lineages.
fucking around. And
Yeah.
New Israel is this idea that exists. Like we think of it as this place right now, but it's every generation, like hundreds, thousands of years. But they also knew Atlantis, same exact idea, like same exact concept. So that is what and to me a little bit. Scientology is such a psyop. It's only there to be the younger religion than Mormonism in America. It's only there like the shield. It's like, here's this other space religion, and then Mormonism's like space Christianity. It's like,
True.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems it seems like their whole own secret society. And if you're a vampire, I know Mormons drink and party, but they're set up for them to have like pure blood.
They are.
Like even the like
They
DNA
don't even do
exchange.
caffeine.
Yeah. And every way that every other white race is like, oh my gosh, they're outbreeding us. The Mormons are cracking their knuckles. Like, let's bring it.
Oh my God. Is that why I saw a clip of a guy breaking down when he found out the lady that he was seeing drank coffee, and he was mentioning the Bible and like how his soul is no longer pure. Her soul is no longer pure. Like he was breaking down, talking to a psychiatrist or somebody, I guess, in the church, or it was just him. And he was like breaking down, explaining why he had to have a serious conversation with her about drinking coffee and how like her soul wasn't pure. And I'm like, for coffee? And now
Well,
you're
maybe-
saying that. I didn't know
Maybe he's
that.
Mormon. Yeah.
Holy shit. I just
I
learned
love a new
something fucking new.
conspiracy. Yeah, they're strict as anything. But I'm like a young Tracy Chapman. You guys, I don't care if things have legs or not. I love stuff I've never heard before. Oh my shit.
He's got a fast car.
Bring it up. Who is that? Tracy Chapman. Who is that?
She's
It
saying
sounds
fast
familiar.
car.
You get a fast car. You got a ticket to anywhere. Baby, we'll make a deal.
Oh
Maybe
my
together
God.
we could get somewhere. Any place is better. Started with zero, got nothing to lose.
This picture even.
It does look like her.
No, look at this one.
We found out who killed Charlie Kirk.
There's a long hair like version of her that just looks fucking insanely like duplicate of her.
If you said that was Candace Owens' mom. Because remember we were driving in your car.
Speed so fast, felt like
Andrew
I was
Wilson
drunk.
was spoke in the 6th. Holy, yeah, I can see it. But then sometimes, because even when I'm like, oh my gosh, Oprah kind of looks like Tracy Chapman. And
Yeah.
then I'm like, Chaney, are you being racist?
I don't know. Tracy Chapman got like Lakota
You got them
cheeks.
high cheekbones.
Yeah, that's like the Lakota tribe.
She got them high cheekbones. Yeah, I like
The first
that one.
image that pulled up for me, like, look at that.
Oh my gosh. Hold on, let me blow it up.
Look at that.
Damn. I've never seen Tracy Chapman
Wait,
like
where'd
that.
it go?
That was so funny. Holy shit.
Holy shit, like duplicate.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. There we go. Did you know that apparently they do the soul transference thing? So, well, we do know that. I don't know. I feel so fucking brain fog today. But apparently they do that. So I believe in that whole idea of like soul transference and like, bringing the soul into somebody else, whether it's through cloning or IVF therapy or some kind of weird scientific experiment.
From IVF?
Yeah, I believe that. They don't tell you everything about IVF like they.
Would you ever watch that show Evil? It's so good actually, but it's like the Catholic Church going in seeing if people need exorcism. So they have a priest go in, they have a person who can who's science based, who will, check their surroundings and all that. And then they have a psychologist or psychiatrist go in. And so to evaluate if a person needs an exorcism or not. But one of the big themes throughout it is that a lot of the people that are having issues did IVF. And so either their kids are fucked or, the woman who's having them is. And it's so it makes you really think some weird stuff. Like, how easy would it be? Well, okay. I also am following this account on Instagram and I don't even know, I forget who it is, but she's somehow related in Hollywood and stuff, and she says that all these people are inverted. She'll sit there and she says you can tell a man from a woman just by their forehead right here. Men have square foreheads and girls have round. And she kind of gets into the whole thing that her brother is inverted. He was supposed to be a girl, vice versa. That's
She
why
has
we have
huge
trans
boobs.
people. Yeah, I think so. She's brunette, and she'll sit there and she talks about the inversion of people and how they're fucked up in the IVF process. And it's oh my god, this is interesting.
Yeah, they do some weird, freaky shit with the IVF. She talks about Miley Cyrus being a soul transference of her mother or something, and all these other people she listed, but mainly Miley Cyrus is a big one for her. And who else?
I'm into some of the people being inverted, but I also am into humans have different arm lengths and clavicles, and some girls actually get that muscle, the Adonis muscle, and it's a normal thing.
Yeah.
Some girls get so skinny it looks like they have an Adam's apple. I just have seen, and even if you just take Christian Bale alone on The Machinist and then Christian Bale Batman,
Yeah.
the amount of distance a guy can put in his shoulders, and once he has big shoulders, now his waist looks smaller, and so it's just just with weight and what can happen and how much people don't realize when you starve yourself, how when muscle starts disappearing, I say it over and over again. That's why all these people on Ozempic look so different. You lose your shoulders, you lose your hips, you lose your things. So there are some people that I definitely think are, but I don't know if our bodies, unless there is actually I think we have to see ovaries at this point.
Yeah. Well, Riggs,
I need
he
an
must be
ovary
inverted.
scanner. What?
Huh?
Riggs, he said, my forehead is definitely not square. I gotta troll him.
Mine feels square right now. I feel like I'm going to be the last lesbian, the last remaining lesbian on the planet.
True real lesbian.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my sister's one
chubby
too.
I'm going to be a lesbian that didn't take a GLP-1. I think being chubby is going to be popular soon.
Because my sister's never even been with a man.
She's a gold star. She's a gold star lesbian.
I will never ever. I'm really? Ever, never? Not ever, once? Nope. Don't wanna. I don't care. I'm okay.
My favorite story of a gold star lesbian, you know her too, but I won't shout her out here, but it would be funnier if she could come and tell this story, is that when we were talking about how gold star lesbian are you, because I'm not a gold star lesbian. I've been with men, but she was I touched a penis once, and I was like, what? And she was, because I can't even imagine it. And she's like, 2 fingers. Like, I just touched it with 2 fingers. And she's like, and then the guy, he came, it was in his car, and I touched it with the 2 fingers. And she's like, I was so disgusted. I was like, get out of my car. And you know who it is. And so it's so funny. Like, you could just imagine this person. So we always said 2-finger touchy. That's
nasty. Yes.
Well, I had the rule with my kids at the grocery store. It was like 1 finger, because 2 fingers they could pick something up. 1 finger they could touch it.
1-finger touchy.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Sorry, I thought you guys were going to keep talking when I took that bite.
A little tappy. Sorry, all. I'm a little out of it today.
Well, as soon as I chew this, I could have made my own sandwich, but I had to wait till my wife got home to make it because it just tastes better when she makes it. So I understand when men say that. I'm like, oh.
There's a magic to that when a loved one is making your food for you.
I like a slightly overcooked grilled cheese with tomato is my shtick this week. I'm on shticks. I know I'm autistic, but there was no such thing at my age. And so I just have these weird tisms, and I go on like food kicks of like, so I've only been eating grilled cheese with tomato and apple and cinnamon oatmeal from the packet, but I mix it with just raw oatmeal. It's so silly, but this is my
ramen has been my thing this week. Asian food. I've just been craving it like crazy.
Do you add an egg to it? Do you add an egg to it?
No, garlic. It's not ramen, like lo mein noodles. Yeah, so like garlic, scallion, soy sauce, hoisin. You know,
I've been eating out a lot this week because the ITs from like one of our other plants were there, and they took me out to eat all the time. It's so weird working for corporate where there's like no budget, you know, like if I went out to eat with a whole bunch of teachers and stuff, everyone would pay for their own meal.
Yeah, they're like, it's $8.50 per teacher.
They're like, you know, 2 drink maximum, you know, oh shit, we can have alcohol and like whatever you want at the steakhouse. And then, you know, they bought me lunch several times this week. I'm like, this is awesome.
this
So
is
weird
awesome.
to like not be in a place where everything is so tightly budgeted.
Good for you, Abbie.
I know. It's exciting. And it's just not that your other job isn't so cool. And like it has its own perks and its own thing. But when you are in a place and you work for your job, whatever that may be, for a blank amount of years, and you're happy there and you're satisfied, but there's nowhere up, and you just get comfortable with the idea of that there's nowhere up. Nothing exciting's ever going to happen unless it's something bad. Like you're like, oh shit, everything's down. Oh my gosh. But it's so cool when you get this whole different chapter, different change on life where you're like, oh my gosh, I don't have a ceiling. Like I really like, who knows what happens next? Like who knows what company, who knows what country.
That's what's so awesome about it too, because it's like when you're in education, your future looks like this. You have this narrow pathway and you know where it goes and you know where it ends. And it's like, now it's just like,
you've opened so many doors for yourself.
Yeah.
And
That's
just
incredible.
total sidebar before I pull up this first thing. Andrew Wilson's just gross. Like he looks like the kind of guy that he always has curled corners of his shirt, like always curled, and that he has dandruff on him or lint hairs. Like he needs a lint brush always. I don't mind the cigarette thing. Like there's something that turns me on a little bit about like man or lady smoking. Maybe it is my own Make America Great Again. It's like, it's fine. Smoke if you got them. It's like literally probably your Monsanto broccoli is worse than your cigarettes. I always feel like cigarettes were the Lee Harvey Oswald of cancer. But other than that, everything about him, even down to his work boots, like his pristine, like unused work boot, like his shoes look like they should chop wood, in that he has never put an axe in his hands before. Like
when I was a little
like
kid,
icky about him.
Yeah, my dad
totally
had
like separate of Candace. Like if I had like Candace is more fuckable if I had to pick one, and that's not my lesbian saying that.
Oh. Yeah, he's not cute.
This is
But
like
that's
this
what
is how far off it has nothing to do with the debate. I'm just saying, as a man, icky.
yeah. I mean, I don't know, with the boots and everything, that would make me feel like soft hands, and I felt like soft hands were always like they grossed me out when I was a little kid. The first time I had saw a man who had like soft, like manicured hands, I was like, whoa, this guy is not a man. Because my dad was, he worked hard, and it was like, there's something about that.
I also am probably, but you guys know me here. I have male chauvinistic sense of humor. So when he calls, like, when he's like, she's like, well, what about you calling Erica Kirk retarded? And he's like, all women are retarded. That got me. Like, that makes me laugh. Like, it doesn't hurt
Yeah.
me. Like, that doesn't make Layla laugh. Layla's like, look, that guy.
Mhm.
I'm like, ah, ha, ha. Like, it's
We are
so
a little bit, though.
ridiculous
Yeah.
that it just makes me like. Like, I don't know, but that's his whole shtick and whole character. This is the other thing I have to tell people if you're just getting onto the Andrew Wilson, you're like just meeting Andrew Wilson. If you want to watch something just randomly funny, there's this other guy named Wes Watson who's a bigger douche. Dare you imagine? You're like, how could there be a bigger douche than that guy? Wes Watson wears like skinny jeans that are like cut in the knee, and he like is all roided up, and he has a tattoo on his head. They're on this Manosphere panel once, and they get into like an argument, and Andrew Wilson holds that exact same composure and candor that he did with Candace, with this huge meathead that's like telling him. I could probably pull it up. It might be entertaining just to watch it, because it was the first time I ever seen Andrew Wilson. And so then later on, it's also funny because hanging out with the spiders, Alan Marcus will bring up like when he says licking schniz you dyke or something to some girl, and that makes me laugh too, because if I, as a lesbian, to say something that I've never heard before, it's like a conspiracy. I'm like, I've never heard schniz liquor. Anyway, so sometimes I still, if somebody is funny, I can still laugh at them even though their character kind of grosses
What
me
about
out.
leg liquor? Have you heard that one?
Leg liquor?
Because
No.
that's my neighbor. She was like older woman, former like biker bitch, stripper, all the things, and that's what she that's what she called lesbians. Well, she was like, she was low key
lickers.
lesbian, but yeah, she's like leg lickers, and I was like, leg lickers, huh?
She was like, okay,
Well,
I'm
that's how I
into
explained
it.
to my son when he asked, "Mommy, why is that girl with another girl?" And she's like, "Oh, because she's a leg licker."
I found this interesting, and so remember Ben Swan? It was like the dude during the whole Pizzagate debacle that he said it on a news channel and actually said it, and then they just took him off the news. Where he's like, "Hey, I'm just breaking down a story about Pizzagate." Like, he just came out and then he disappeared. So Iran's rain returns after a strike on a UAE cloud seeding base. So it's this. He writes a really good article, and I guess I could read it all to you. It's not that long. For decades, large parts of Iran have suffered through severe drought, parched farmland, and dwindling water supplies. Now, areas that have struggled for generations are seeing rain and snowfall at levels not recorded in more than 60 years. The timing is raising serious questions. The shifts came shortly after a reported strike on a secret weather modification and cloud seeding facility in the UAE. If the region had the capacity to alter precipitation, what exactly was the technology being used for, and who controlled it? Was it a simple, a natural weather cycle finally turning in Iran's favor, or was outside interference involved all along? Were the U.S., Israel, and other adversaries quietly using weather technology to block rain and snowfall, depending on Iran's drought and putting further pressure on its people? And so this is 3 minutes long. I can watch it in faster, or maybe it's 4 minutes. Anyways, I just pretty much read it to you, but I just was like, oh, that's crazy interesting. And I'm like, how much of the desert is that under? How many people are having severe droughts all the time? We know about weather modification, but just to think like, oh, and here's a whole country that maybe for the last blank amount of decades has just been put purposefully into famine.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to like keep whatever's buried under there buried. Less rain, less moisture, less uncovering. It's just, it makes sense to me. The drier, the better. It'll hold its shape. Whatever they're trying to conceal. Because all that sand, where'd it come from? Why is it there? And they've been finding all kinds of weird structures in the desert. Even in Greece, I believe.
Well, so supposedly Iran is the 10th Stargate. It's the 10th Stargate network, referred to as the Iran Gate. The horizontal grid and the planetary rod function have been controlled by the negative alien agenda and the Alpha Draconis Orion group through the hijack of the Golden Eagle grid. Anyway, that's like supposedly it's supposed to be one of the ones that's hijacked the Iran Gate. If you get into the whole ascension of it all and the weird planetary stuff.
Makes sense to me. I don't know why I even thought Stargate, the movie, was in Iran.
Yeah.
Forever.
It seemed more
but
like
it's like all Persia. Isn't that like the oldest?
It is.
The oldest history is all like that Persian history.
Yep.
But I don't know. And even like Nile stuff, like anything that, I don't know, like the deserts getting the rain seem everything we always hear about apocalyptic stuff is always bad stuff, locust stuff, death stuff. But I'm like, what if it's the other way around? What if there's these places that were always like barren, that they're going to be green again? I don't know.
That's interesting.
I was just, but I'm gonna
Well, because
I feel like
actually,
a lot of things.
that is biblical too, though, because one of the things is Israel, like it's dry bones, and that they were going to become like God was going to breathe life into his dry bones.
Well, I feel like everything is going to be unearthed little by little. Greenery is going to grow, but also things will be revealed because this is the time of like, knowledge and things being revealed and truth
A
being revealed.
revelation.
So I think that's the stage we're in, and now it's the time. Okay, we can just like let the rain just rain and not control where the weather precipitates. So it can like actually do its thing now. I think they were controlling it so it doesn't rain there on purpose.
I think so too. I think food, being able to feed your people is would be the easiest way to keep your people happy. Like that's the first thing that I think, like them being able to eat as much as they want. So you not having farmlands anywhere is, I don't know, super interesting. But I hadn't heard that guy's name since like 2018 or something. It just felt so long ago. I'm like, Swan? Is that guy? Okay, here's the pink liquid. This is what I was going on to pull up, but then
the pink drink
attention span. Yeah, the pink drink from Gate. I just was like, oh, this is a really nice one done on it. Nice one, but where it says everything that we've kind of been saying, but it's in a nice little video. So where
I was pulled out of the room by a guy in a suit.
I went in and did like the different tones in the left ear, tones in the right ear, different, raising your hand.
In these weird things they had kids do is the strange liquid.
That weird pink drink, that pink drink, they were always shoving down.
So to really understand what I'm talking about, you have to go back to 1958 with the Sputnik.
1958 marked the first time government became involved with public school. With this new policy came identifying gifted and talented children.
Who's gifted, who's talented, and taking them out and giving them different education. What that different education is cuts back to the Monroe Institute.
You should be hearing my voice in your right ear.
Until I heard those Gateway tapes, and I was like, whoa, this is very, very similar.
These GATE programs are grooming people to take roles in society. Entertainers, corporate owners, politicians.
We discussed the fact that Charlie was indeed a gifted child who went to a literal children's school for the gifted.
But they're looking at you long before that. They are looking at you from childhood.
The feds have a record file on every single child from preschool to your career.
Relaxation program by Thomas H. Badinsky, PhD. Here they are.
Could they and would they have just advanced to making psychics?
Like testing for ESP abilities.
You could go to scary places with that.
Do you know anybody else that has these tapes?
I don't know anybody else in the program.
You know, they have a front for a front for a front.
So what are they covering up?
Do you believe that this could have been testing for some sort of psychic abilities in children?
Oh, absolutely.
You're not crazy. The government really was doing psychic testing on children, and I'm going to prove it.
So you know what's interesting?
Yes.
I have workbook pages from the GATE program, okay? And it's called Star Center Plan. And it talks about the star inside of you, and it has to do with tape 4 of the GATE program. And it literally talks about your star. And in this particular chapter, it talks about the dimmers, okay? People who want to dim your star, which is you and your star. So before I get into this, I think the whole idea of like star people or coming from the stars or Lyria or whatever, when you think dimensional and levels, you know, lower levels and higher levels, not earthball, but like Vedic style, like, or the Hindu style, that kind of makes sense to me once you understand what they want you to know about you and your star and the dimmers. So this one, for instance, is, okay, it's called Dimmers, and it says, before you read the story below, say to yourself 5 times, my star keeps shining no matter what anyone says. And then it's titled My Good Paper, and then it has like a huge, if you guys want to see this, like a huge paragraph. Okay, I'll just show you page by page. So if you can see there, it says the star planner. Okay, then here, this is the one where I was just talking about the dimmers and your star. Okay, then this one says about your star. Okay, sometimes it's hard to remember that you are wonderful. Some people may try to make you hide the star inside of you. You could call these people dimmers because they try to keep your star from shining brightly. It could be a teacher, a mom, a dad, a dimmer. Even your best friend may be a dimmer. So it's like the whole idea of like the Matrix and, you know, Agent Smith's. So it says, what can you do when your dimmer says something to dim your star? Then it tells you what to do, and then to draw a picture. The next one says to listen to this tape while you're reading this. And it says, go to a quiet place you like that is different from where you went yesterday. And then it says, listen to tape 4 and follow directions. Sit in a comfortable position. Close your eyes if you like and take 5 deep breaths. Let each breath out slowly. Imagine that your dimmer is sitting across from you. It is safe to be with your dimmer here. Talk to your dimmer as your dimmer is really here. What do you need to tell your dimmer? It's just so wild. It goes into that. Then it says to draw an envelope, okay? There's like a picture of an envelope. What does it say to draw? Pictures to show how your star feels about your dimmer, okay? And it's like you seal it up and you send it out like a fucking magic spell, okay? Then it talks about practice ways to answer your dimmer politely, and then personal star notes. And then it goes to a different color, which is yellow, the star inside of you. If you guys want to take a look and read that. I don't know if you could read it, but it's
no,
you can't. But
no, we don't have our glasses on collectively.
It says it's like a story about your arts and like your specialties, whatever it is. And this one is particularly on piano. I guess some are gifted in piano, some are gifted in drawing, some are gifted in math, and it goes through different like different parts of your star and how to make you brighter and shine or use your abilities. I guess they figure out who has the abilities and who doesn't. So they put you on a path, and you don't realize in school they give you your certain classes in school and which classes you should take. So they give you your schedule. It goes so deep, but there's like 50 pictures in here about the STAR program and your star, the GATE program. But notice how they don't use star in there, like the Stargate program.
Stargate, yeah.
Yeah. But they
that's
talk about your
curious.
star, you know?
Well, I also think that in Stargate of it all, it's like you start getting into the Project Pegasus kids and you start getting into Stranger Things. And even it was curious to me that they're like, this whole thing started around Sputnik. Immediately, it made me think of like the Russian Dream Hackers with Carlos Castaneda. Anytime I hear Russia mentioned, because of how far Russia and China were advanced in psychic in this kind of whole field of things. So the idea, if they realized this with their adults, immediately we would start searching for it. And I also, it's so crazy how much of this stuff we talked about last night, or Emily Moyer and I talked about.
Oh, wow.
I think that where the adults were going into these Stargates or even astral traveling to situations and seeing events or getting information that they were supposed to bring back to the military. I think adults immediately were like, I shouldn't tell them this, or I should add this on, because adults know too much, no matter how you're like a trained soldier or you want to do a good job. And so I think somewhere children don't have those bias. You're just going to come back and you're going to say what you saw, like with like an honest, like kids' honesty. But I also think kids weren't protected. This is where you start getting the monsters. This is where you start getting like where it gets like next level crazy. But I definitely think that they were searching for. It's interesting at Stargate with us just talking about the Stargate and what this portal, but not everybody would be able to travel it. Like they would have figured out frequency and psychic. What about if we couldn't speak to these things, but these things could talk psychically, which would also link to John C. Lilly wanting to figure out how to talk to dolphins.
Well,
sorry.
Like I was tested for this 3 times. I did the
sent me all
psychic
one.
cards. I drank did the little square cubes and stuff and drank the drink. I never got in, but also I was very shy. So like talking to a strange adult, I wouldn't say anything. I had a hard time doing it. So I'm like, oh, maybe that's why
and a lot of times I believe you can't remember, and you probably were in the program and you couldn't remember all of it because of the pink drink. And that was the purpose of it. It's like the scopolamine, secret scopolamine for kids. It's like its own concoction. But I do want
I
to
was
say,
in those exact little freaking cups, It's like, oh my God.
because I remember like things of it. I remember puzzles and like certain puzzles. I remember the hearing test. I remember the cards with the shapes on it. I remember the blowing in a clear like square thing where it had a yellow ball in it where I had to breathe and I had to lift the ball with my breath, but I had to breathe really, 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 really fucking hard. And what else did they do? I don't remember all of it, but it's just like you remember certain bits of it. But I was gonna say something. Shit.
I want to be rich, but not Seth Rich.
Not too much.
I'm trying to, so it separates it there, so I can read what everybody's saying when they. Does that separate it for your guys' visual?
Yeah.
Or do you like it in the color? I want to make it a color.
Oh, yes, I remember. The reason why they do this with kids too, because imagination is this realm. Like it is that.
Yeah.
And that guy that I talked about last week, but we didn't know who he was. I forgot his name. But apparently one of the books that he shared and is actually going really viral and people are trying to download like crazy. And it's something about the power or the secrets of this earth and its magnetism and the power and something having to do with magnetism. And magnetism is the key which links to your imagination. It's the attraction or the signal that you can give out using your imagination. So you manifest things. But in the book, it shows you how to do it. through yourself, because you yourself are a magnet. We are magnetized in a sense. So that's how I see it.
We're electromagnets.
Play with imagination and the frequencies of listening to the tapes and saying this 5 times and go to a quiet place and write this in this box and put it in the envelope and mail it out. And it's like all these weird practices you want to call witchcraft, but it's all tools of the imagination, of using your mind to picture things happening for yourself. And then your brain processes it, and then it happens in reality.
Isn't it interesting? Like imagination, magic. Like we have this word like mage stuck in the middle of all of those things. And
Imagineers.
yeah, and just in the last few days, I might have been talking to my Maria, and it was like, it doesn't matter if something happens or not. It doesn't matter if it's real. It's just matter if the perception of it is real. Like
100%.
This is why like the media is such a spell, because it doesn't matter if we're really at war. You just have to believe we are. It doesn't matter if this person's in charge. You just have to believe they are. It doesn't matter if this person's bad or good. You just have to believe it is. And once that belief
Doesn't matter if North Korea is real.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if Kim Jong-un is an actor. You just have to believe it's real. And then everything that goes along and all the characters that create around that character, they might be real. And I don't know. So there's just so much when Marina Abramovich, and like if you just think of her and her spells, everyone goes right to spirit cooking. But she did ones where they braided their heads together, and she did all these like weird, intense, like bow and arrow, intense like art installations where it was just like bringing a ton of energy to a situation. And so that is where she's like, Trump is a high level magician. That is what, if you can go on, if Layla can go on and convince you guys of whatever, it doesn't matter if it's true or not. If she convinces you that it is, the perception is more powerful than the reality. And then it's like, Israel? Is it real? It doesn't matter if the perception of it is already real. And
yeah,
so
and imagine.
it's just, yeah, it's so crazy. Go on.
Imagine you have like 500,000 people watching something, and they're all picturing something in their head because of whatever the hell the thing that they're watching. That power in itself, man, like that much power. That's how much power the media has. Like it's a manifestation tool of what they want done. So
the
best
faith
thing
of
to
a
do
mustard seed. That's just all the belief it takes, you know?
Literally, turn it off. Don't believe it. Watch it as a, this is so funny. They want me to buy it like it's real, you know, like joke with it. Because you don't want to also like be negative with the energy too, because that you're still feeding it.
Negative and positive, it all feeds it.
Yeah,
so
it's like
just
the same side of a magnet.
Yeah,
So you're getting that like MAGA, and you just said something else.
Positive,
Abbie.
negative, and if you do this, the only person who's not getting their power loosed is up here.
The controller, which is you.
The pendulum.
You control your attention.
It's so
you
fucking
said
hard to
something
do.
else right before that.
I don't remember what.
Good,
What is it?
bad, marketing, avatar. I don't know. It'll come back if it's supposed to, but it's just really interesting. Isn't Medea like a goddess of illusion?
Medea?
Media.
Do you know what that means in Albanian?
Yeah.
What?
Medea? The one who knows? Medea. It's the knowing one, but female. Medea.
Okay, we're going to get off topic before I go back onto another X thing, like hard right, because Layla and I were like talking shit, and she said something. Sometimes Layla says things at first where I'm just like, all right, Layla. And then it sits on me for a little bit, like I'm doing an activity. I was working in my yard, and she said something, tell everybody about Ariel. Because then it's like, this is how I am for my friends too.
Yeah.
You could be wrong, but I take your side. And so my contrarian because I always have my friends back, starts to fill me with information to back your side, even if I didn't believe it at first.
Yeah.
And so anyways,
It's not like a thing to like believe. This is how my
No, it's just
brain
theories. We're just
process
shooting around
things.
theories.
Like I see something and my brain is like, oh, blah, 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 blah. So
It's
anyway,
more about what you can unbelieve and unravel in your
Yeah.
belief, I think.
Yeah.
Like,
Everybody is allowed their own coding and uncoding and their own aperture of how they see this world. And one of the things about conspiracy theorists is that, I mean, in every field they do this, but
Yeah.
it's just horrible in this
You're
field.
fucking retard. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
you can't even, everybody just, oh, this is the thing we all collectively agree on. Don't you know? Like, you don't know what my pattern recognition is. You don't know what my
Yeah.
tools of discernment. You don't know how long I've been looking at something. You don't know why Frank Sinatra My Way. I'm going to do everything if I hear Frank Sinatra My Way, okay? Because it was my dad's favorite song. Like, you
Yeah.
don't know what my clues are different than your clues. So
This
it's
is
just like,
This is
That's
like
what
being a
annoys me with-
kid, you know, like using your imagination, just like what if, okay? And I saw this image of these, I guess they caught an image of a mermaid underwater, and it looked like a fucking alien to me. And I'm like, wow, Ariel, Little Mermaid, you know, right away in my head, I thought that. And then I'm like, oh, Ariel gets her legs and no longer in the sea. So then my head went, oh my, wow. So there's levels to this shit. If you're thinking, you know, levels, there's that realm, which is the ocean, the abyss. Then there's our realm. Then there's the realm above where everybody fell from the sky, from the heavens above. And then the realm on top of that. And then the realm on top of that. And the very top is the God's realm. Okay. That's how I'm thinking of it, as in the whatever. But anyway, so then I was thinking of like Ariel, like, why is her name Ariel? And then I tried to break it down in our language. And what did I end up coming with? Ariel. Oh, Ariel. So the idea of like maybe the aliens are not even its are like a creature that somehow through communication with dolphins and the orcas and all the intelligence and all of our wisdom here, because we're in the higher realm, they figured out a way how to gain legs and actually walk amongst us on aerial space. So, or Ariel, because we say things different because of the phonetics and whatnot. So
well,
to
that's how
me,
Sebastian said her name too.
yeah,
Ariel.
so it kind of makes sense in my head if you want to think of that in a sense of like maybe aliens are not its own species, maybe they are sea creatures, maybe they became intelligent through the orcas and the dolphins and through us, and then somehow, you know, gene editing or whatever in their own way found a way to, you know, come to this realm, and here we are and like live on this realm. So that's how my brain likes to like wonder and imagine and think maybe this could be a possibility, since that's how our realm works, through
Well, it is
imagination.
curious her name is Ariel because, like, you know, Ariel is the air element, not
Aerial
the water element.
space.
Yeah. An aerial in
just like-
gymnastics is a cartwheel with no hands, you know.
well,
it's
then I
just
was
like you're in the
also
air.
like thinking of this where I was like, Ariel, that's L air, like the air.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, Ursula, the bear. That's after the sky. Like they're even telling us with her, like Ursula the sea witch, that she is a sky constellation herself. She's the big bear. She's, you know, so it's just like, oh, maybe this does have legs. So then I was just thinking that if Zeus, like in this idea of one, like he holds a bolt that is one, that is of electric. And so then they say Hades holds a bident. This is of underworld. This is underneath. And then the Neptune starts to hold, or, you know, whatever, Poseidon, Neptune, just dependent on what direction. He holds a trident. So then you come into this water. And so then it's like, are we the fourth level of this thing? Like, it's just so curious. Like, I do I like. So
It's
I
just
don't
like an
care
idea.
about right or wrong sometimes. I feel like
Yeah.
everybody's like so busy trying to put things in right or wrong, and I'm just so comfy in this place of I don't know, and I just want to like wonder like a kid and stop pretending that there's some adult that's older than me that has some answer I don't, because
Well,
now I
that's
know
what
I've
really
looked.
bothers me about like when people hear I'm into conspiracy and stuff, like they think like so many people have been like, so you just think you know everything. And it's like, no. Like what you don't understand. Like I realize I don't know shit about shit. Like none of us do. That's really what it comes down to. So I have theories. I have things that, I might lean toward. That doesn't mean I know anything about anything.
And it's
Like
not like being in psychosis either. It's just having fun with the idea that it could be a possibility. Not to say that any of it's fact, but like the factual shit, the shit that they tell us is fact is all caca and
if you
garbage.
think
So
you know it
might
all,
as
you're
well
probably
create my
wrong.
own garbage. If they're
Yeah.
feeding me garbage, let me create my own that I actually fucking enjoy, that I actually would like to believe instead, and create my own egregore. I don't need anyone to believe what I believe. As long as I believe what I believe and it sounds good to me, hey, I'm going to die a happy person. And that's the fucking goal.
Yeah.
Leave
Well,
here happy, baby.
back to the Ariel of it all, like El actually is the word for God too. Like is one
Yeah.
of the names of God, I think.
Or the
And
egregores that we
Ari is
created.
like lion, I think. So lion God? I don't know.
I think that's part of it is I spent so much time in my little gate program, and with a golden carrot hung in front of me of my education and my grades, and that if I regurgitated this information the best, even though everything about my intuition and my tools of discernment and my asking why and who, what, when, and how, none of my teachers could answer shit for me. And so I was just forced to have to regurgitate this shit like Santa Claus
Same.
education. And I was forced to, and then you tell me 20 years after I've paid $100,000 and of money that this is not real information. And the more I research into this information, you forced me to pay to learn it's not real. And so, I don't. I'm over a hierarchy. I'm over an expert opinion. I'm like, why do they want me to know this? Why is everyone looking at this? So I'm with you. I don't care anymore. Oh,
Yeah.
look at this. Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh,
No,
I
I just
wanna
came in
take
for
you.
1 minute to say, I've got gadgets and gizmos of plenty. I've got who's-its and what's-its galore.
You
You
want
want
thingamabobs?
thingamabobs? I've got 20, but who cares? You see, the Ariel got me. The Ariel got me. And
I had
my
I
No,
sang
wait,
that song
Summer.
solo when
I'm
I was a
putting up.
kid.
This is it's
I
pure
wanna
moods
be
time.
where the people are. I wanna see them dancing, walking around on those.
What do you
What's
call
that word
those?
again? Feet.
Feet.
Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are
Legs are
required for
required.
jumping, dancing, strolling along down that. What's that word again, Layla? Street.
Street.
Up where they walk, up where they run, up
Up
where they
where they
stay. Oh my God, I
sail
can't. And
in
then
the
The
sun.
sun.
wandering free. Wish
Wish
I
I
could be. You know, at the end when she's like,
part of that world.
because I really should have been singing the seaweed is always
I
greener.
love
You
you,
see?
Summer.
That was what
Somebody
I was
else's
praying for. I
lake.
don't know why Ariel came in.
This is
Okay.
my new favorite summer, like pure moods.
Yeah.
I love that.
Because I even hear it pure moods.
Mhm.
How summer,
Darling,
it's a
it's
total
better.
mood.
Don't wear it wetter. Take it from me. Right? That's so much more us. I'll come
Yeah.
back and say that later.
There you see
It's
her
better when it's
sitting there
wetter.
across the way. She don't got a lot to say, but there's
But there's
something
something
about
about
her.
I love
her.
that song.
And I don't know why, but I'm dying to try. Wanna kiss the girl.
Sha la
But that's
la la
not,
la
was that
la,
what I
don't
was
be
singing? I
shy.
was
Look
singing
like the
Under the
boy
Sea
too
though.
shy. He gonna miss the girl. Sorry. I will tell. I think this is like for the dudes out there. I think if you were to play that song, like if you were like, oh, I'm sitting with a chick and like we're like sitting in the car and I want to kiss her. I feel like if you put on that song, panty
That would be
dropper.
smooth. Yeah.
It would be so
Like, oh my gosh, that's so
Yeah, Kiss the
charming,
Girl is
so
so good.
romantic.
Who would guess that it's Kiss the Girl? Whoa.
But Under the Sea, like this line, darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Like that's moist. Like that's fucking weird. That's like
Everything's
lyrics
better when
to
it's wetter.
Yeah,
It
that's
is
a nasty little song. Oops, what did I just do to us?
Hi.
a nasty little song.
Do
You guys
mermaids
are.
lay eggs? Did we ask this last time?
Have you guys ever seen the movie The Lighthouse?
I think I have.
I'm gonna pull this up right now.
Wait a
This is
minute.
like speaking of mermaids. You guys, this was a really weird movie. I think I'm at the right audience that I can say you guys should watch this. It
Then
was
I wanna-
very Promethean, and I was not expecting it. It was so weird at a period of
seen this.
time that it was like almost too much silence where I was like, oh, everything about this would normally make me turn it off, but the whole thing shot in black and white, and it's like intense, and the music is intense. Like it's not a soundtrack. It's like a ship horn in the steam constantly
watched.
going.
Stink.
I don't know. It's
They
so
look
interesting.
stink.
I saw it
Are they
yesterday.
stink, Chaney?
So stink.
So
The whole
stink.
time
Like
you
I look
watched
at this
it.
cover and I would never watch it. They just look stink. And then the black and white like seals in the stinkness.
Yo,
Yeah,
I want to read something since we were talking about Disney movies. This came from like a Disney book about like the whole creation of like Mickey Mouse, and this girl is reading on TikTok. Listen to how it starts, this article about Mickey Mouse and who it's supposed to represent, okay? It says, "Hail to thee, Mickey Mouse, spreader of pure, uncomplicated joy, emblem of millions of products, both useful and expendable, password for officers and men of D-Day, 1944, favorite of Mary Pickford, Franklin D. Roosevelt, and Benito Mussolini, anathema to Adolf Hitler, whose propagandist called Mickey the most miserable ideal ever revealed, inspiration of compound adjective. This is a real Mickey Mouse operation." This is a whole fucking operation, Disney. And it goes on, and she has so many posts about this book and how wild this fucking book is. It is so crazy. But pretty much the character is like,
That's what I love about the book or the movie Dogma.
yeah,
It's like they kind of get into the whole Disney of it all, and becoming its own god and everything.
It's so
Is
weird.
Goofy
Mickey
a
Mouse.
cow
Mickey
or a
Mouse.
dog? What's Goofy to you? And why does he have a pet dog? Like I think that's like wrong. And why is Pluto and Goofy not been cancelled yet, like Aunt Jemima? But what is Goofy to you? What animal is he?
Dog.
He's a dog, but
He's a
it's
dog.
also super interesting to me that somewhere in that Goofy being an upright dog and Pluto being a regular DOG, something about it to me feels like the planet Pluto. Like it feels attached in the whole thing. And I don't know, was Pluto an
Pluto was
undersea?
cancelled, right? The planet. So I guess it did work.
It's always canceled and then reclassified and then new named. I don't know, but Disney, it has to be the biggest egregore in America. Is there anything bigger than it?
Walmart? I don't know.
Walmart is bigger than Disney?
No, it's not.
I don't think so.
Because
Yeah,
Disney
they
is weird. Like Disney adults are weird. I get it to a degree, but it's also like, really? I don't know.
It's cultish when you see them with their. I used to
Cultish.
work at Islands of Adventure, but and Disney too. But when they have their year-round pass,
Oh
and then
my
they're
God.
just sitting there watching people, and then they have all the speakers in the bush like Chip and Dale, and like it's all fake birds and fake noises. I'm sure it's all flop cameras there now
Okay.
too.
So that word anathema to Adolf Hitler, so it's like pretty much that word means to make fun of. So Mickey Mouse is like a representation of Hitler, apparently, according to this book. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. What else does it say? Hold on.
Well, he wasn't originally a mouse. I think he was originally a rabbit.
It was a rabbit.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So
Didn't that
even-
tie into the adrenochrome?
It goes
somehow?
into that. I just don't remember it all.
And then also rabbit, like one of the words they would call rabbit besides hare is puss. Like pussy was another name for a rabbit. It wasn't a cat.
We
Just
call
so
a cat a
weird.
puss. They call a rabbit a puss up there.
Like, oh, no. It's cats are
Originally, I
pussies
think.
now, but way back when, if you look up the terminology of it, it was like a rabbit. So it's just interesting that Mickey,
Which makes sense.
Mortimer,
Follow the white
My mom grew like
bee.
Pussy Willow or whatever, and those always look like
Pussy
rabbit's
Willow's
feet. Yeah,
Dottie.
they look like yeah.
Sorry,
I love
if you
that.
guys,
I love
Serial Mom
Mom.
is
Yes,
top 10. It's
it
so
is.
good. It's so funny. That's how dark my sense of humor is. That's why
I
I
know.
don't mind if like all women are retarded.
Exactly though, because we all a little bit are.
Yeah. I'm like, it's fine.
Kinda
We
true.
started the show with Layla, all of us admitting like we're glad when we start our period, so we don't think we're crazy.
Yeah.
But I'd also liked that Raven put, who would ever pay $300,000 to argue with a woman? And I thought that was really funny too. He said, it was one of my favorite things about getting married is I thought I would never have to argue with another woman. And I just think that's so true. Like Andrew Wilson, that's his career, is arguing with women.
Oh, Brittany Pickles Beer showed up because we said pussy 3 times.
Oh my gosh, I'm so far up on the. Oh, yeah. She's so magic.
She is. I summoned Brittany tonight.
We just summoned Brittany. Brittany, yep. It's Brittany, bitch. Oh my gosh, you guys, look what I did do. This is so nerdy, but I'm working on things. Look at this that I got.
It's Brittany, bitch. It's Brittany,
Oh,
bitch.
like for the show?
Yeah, like I
love it. I love it.
So if you guys think of anything, I don't want the same bullshit everybody else has, like, fuck. Like, I don't want it. I'll do it live. I want to do my own bubblegum fun ones. So if there even are like songs or things that like, maybe I should get something from The Little Mermaid.
You should. And like Luke Hawk 2 girl in there. Just bring her back.
I know I need some, that's my Mabel board. Because you never know. Okay, what else is happening that I wanted to show you about? Or were you going to read something about Mickey?
No, I was going to tell you guys that 27th through the 28th, there's going to be a deep partial lunar eclipse that will cover like roughly around 96% of the moon, sturgeon, moon, and Earth's umbral shadow. So yeah, around 8:23 p.m. my time, it begins. Partial maximum eclipse 11:12 p.m. So if you want to see it Eastern, it will be 12:12 p.m. Total eclipse. Mm-hmm.
Oh, well.
Birthday time? Summer?
What lunar eclipse is this called though?
My birthday time, I had to mute myself because I almost sang Total Eclipse of the Heart. So that being
I love that song. Do it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm mad we didn't lose Gravity. I was really looking forward to that, actually.
That would have been awesome.
I wasted so much rope.
Didn't those ladies who read the Ouija board talk about that? And because we don't understand what gravity is because the definition that they gave us is not what gravity is. So
we probably lost it and it's not there.
Well, they talk about it, and I didn't listen to the whole thing, and I should have, but they talk about why we didn't lose gravity because it's not the gravity that you think it is. We did lose something for 7 seconds, but I didn't watch it. But they go into it. I was like, oh, and then they get into the eclipse, and they said, this is where magic is going to happen around the 27th of this eclipse. I'm like, okay. So
do
I'm
you
going to go
think
back
they
and
changed
watch
out the sun simulator? Like we're doing like servicing it and like a light bulb check when they do those stuff?
I don't know. That's a good question.
That eclipse to me could be. It did look cool, that one.
No one saw the moon before or after the eclipse happened.
Well, is daylight saving time still, or are we over that?
Yeah,
Is
like
that
I don't want you
official?
guys to be ahead forever. I wish it would put me on your time, Chaney, and then do the daylight saving time. But I did see with the eclipse, I don't know if you guys saw people, I've seen a few videos now of people who didn't wear the glasses and looked at it directly. And like they normally have dark brown eyes and like their eyes are like blue now. The color of their eyes. Yeah, like hazel. Like they sunburnt their
something
eyeball.
happened. Mm-hmm.
And then they're
A
seeing
few
matrix
people.
squiggles.
Oh, that reminds me of that movie
not-
Bird Box.
Like this one girl, her eye was like super, it looked like it was like super dilated or something, but it wasn't dilated. It looked like the color of her eye was just like burnt or something. It just looked weird. I was like, what
Oh
the
my
fuck happened to
goodness.
you,
Like
yo?
hazel, like I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. And then she said it's kind of hazy now, but I guess you'd have to get used to your eye being lighter because don't people with lighter eyes bring in more light generally? So it would take a time for your eyes to adapt to how much light it would be in there.
I always thought that was a thing, and I've been seeing things recently that eye colors see different. Like I've just been noticing it recently come across my feed where they're like, here's how brown I see, and here's how blue I see, and here's how green I see. I'm like,
Lucy,
I always thought we
it's
saw
only passed
different.
in the House of Representatives, the daylight saving time, because the House or the Senate passed it in 2022. They have to pass it again, so it's not permanent.
I feel like
Okay.
it's like Bob Barker dying with the daylight savings.
Yeah, it's
I
just
feel
like,
like every year I feel like it
they're
feels
losing
like
us
abortion.
again.
Like every year I feel like this is again.
We've been
this
doing
is,
this shit for a long time.
We have.
Yeah, it feels like, geez. Okay,
Why is
let's see.
Siri giving me British summertime ends on the 25th of October and begins? I don't know what about British. British has its own daylight saving. Siri, when is daylight saving time again? And I'm not British. Did I sound? It keeps telling me British shit. Maybe there's not an American one this time. Who the fuck knows? Sorry.
I could ask my machine.
Yeah, what do you ask your machine? I like
Okay.
Robot
I
is
like just
literally
asking the
not.
silly robots.
don't
I
have
like,
time
and I
to
just like how
report.
it's common that everyone's like,
The
oh, they're
next,
hallucinating.
Daylight savings.
The next daylight saving time change is Sunday, November 1st, 2026. That's when clocks fall back 1 hour at 2 a.m. local time.
November 1st.
November.
Remember the.
That's
No, it's
good.
not the
Halloween
first.
night, you lose an hour. Ooh, spooky.
So that means you go home earlier if you're out.
El Dia de los Muertos. That's the Day of the
But
Dead.
working, you get off your shift early. I used to love that when I was bartending. My fallback.
That's true. Me too. I was like, what? Really? Already?
I remember Halloween all the time. I feel like every year they switch.
They
what
do.
they
Because I
daylight
feel like it's
saving.
usually in October, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Day of the Dead this year.
I wonder why they're doing it particularly.
Halloween's on the
that
Day
night.
of the Dead this year?
No, the Day of the Dead is always November 1st, so El Dia de los Muertos,
Oh,
it's
okay. I
November
was like,
1st,
what
but it's
is
also 'cause
happening?
it's All
What
Hallows
is
Day,
happening
though,
for
because
real?
All Hallows Eve is Halloween, so.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you guys. Did you see Alex Soros put a picture of his dad and was like, "Happy birthday to this goat," and it was in front of the Golden Gate Bridge?
Oh, Alex Soros. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, like the one married to Huma Abedin. And so of it, Donut is on the 128 code and he put out a video. So I'm going to play you guys a quick video, but then I want to talk about other stuff in it too and the creepy Soroses in general. So let me take you guys down for 1 secento. Okay.
Bridge ritual is approaching. Alex Soros tweeted in front of the Golden Gate Bridge. 128 code. 12th day of the 8th month, 128. Golden Age Deception for pointing this out to me. As we've been covering this 128 code, 2023, showing how the 128 is connected to the Golden Gate Bridge collapse, Omega event, 2024, which could land on 1028, February 18th. The towers collapsed at 1028, 128. Francis Scott Key Bridge, 128 in the morning. Bridge collapse in Gematria is 128. Even the presidential alert code. I've had about 3 predictions and 2 of them have come true. And my crazy prediction was the Golden Gate to be a torpedo to go towards it via North Korea. But the gate, this is very symbolic. George Soros being 96 or the 69, it's the egg, it's the keystone for Cancer. And then you can see the sun and moon and all these solar, stellar, astrological. This is the gateway. Here is the gateway arch. It's the portal or the gateway, very symbolic. So the Golden Gate, it's the Golden Gateway portal, and it is connected to finance in a lot of ways. The Golden Gate Bridge is on a body of water named the Golden Gate. So it goes into currency. Could it be connected to a currency collapse, as George Soros did currency collapse manipulation? And we're hearing a lot about a golden age. So it seems to be esoteric and symbolic, as the sun, gold, and silver is the moon. And we just had an eclipse today while he posted this picture of the sun, his dad, who's known for money, the moon, the Mooney. So I'm thinking that this is even more symbolic, where it is the sun eclipsing the moon. So it's like a solar eclipse happening on the solar frickin' eclipse today on the 128 code. In Gematria, bridge collapse equals 128. A bridge collapsed on 128 and another one collapsed at 128. I mean, come on. Even the tower collapsed 128 at 1028. I mean, that's where I learned it. I learned this from Tommy Truthful, and I was like, that's nuts, the 128 code. And I've been diving into it. But we're under the dog star. Today's the helical rising of Sirius. And as you can see, Sirius, they have the dog that passed away in 9/11. And at the movie theaters right now, they're showing the commercial for this movie to come out, The Dog Stars, connected to the Sirius of the helical rising of Sirius. So all this going on is an alchemical occult ritual. Please hit that subscribe button. Please put your comments down below.
Boom.
Donut was like, Donut is so cringe. In the comments. Yes.
I thought that was hella interesting. And even where you look at the Golden Gate Bridge and how it represents two pillars, and then where Alcatraz is like in this direct center. They almost have two islands. Like one of them, the first one I think is called Angel Island, and then the one behind it's Alcatraz. But I also the 66. I always see GG of anything. So Golden Gate has that. It looks like a 6 to me. It's like lowercase b's. The toilet information is more important. But I also thought the sun eclipsing the moon was super, like, George Soros, how much longer does he have? And are we going to see Alex take over as this new, like him and Huma are going to run the evil empire that once was? Or it could all be AI. He might not even be alive either. He could be like Joe Biden or
Yeah, I'm like, he
but
seems like he should have been dead like 20 years ago.
So the Golden Gate Bridge was named after the Golden Gate, what's it called? Strait, which is the body of water.
Yeah, it was called that before the freaking bridge was ever there. Before the gold rush.
But it's actually called Chrysophile in Greek, which means Golden Gate. So I want to actually see if I could decipher this real quick.
Back to the gate the gate program of all
Gate
this.
program again, Golden Gate, but it's like almost like a Stargate too.
Well, that's why I was looking up all the locations of the like alleged, Stargates, all 12 of the locations, and it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
So the Golden Horn of Byzantium. That's what he named it after, the Golden Horn of Byzantium. Chrysoceras. Etymology, chryso, meaning golden. Not really, but okay.
The Golden Horn. The Byzantine capital. Constantinople.
Istanbul was Constantinople. No, it's
how crazy is that?
That is crazy.
I was like, why? Why would they name it that? And then I just had to check. But I want to know what this means.
But you know how we always say, like, America's the real everything, and then Istanbul, Turkey. That's crazy.
It was Constantinople.
I'm gonna pull it up on the map. Because San Francisco does have a lot of they were like, oh, this is so. Golden Horn. So it's like this. What's the song, Abbie?
It's just
I thought Summer was going to come on and sing it.
Let's see. They Might be giants. It's called. I think it's called
Oh,
Istanbul.
dude, I haven't heard They Might Be
Istanbul,
Giants in so long.
Constantinople.
Let
Yeah.
me click these fools back on. I missed them. I knew something was missing. I'm like,
I feel
Summer's
like
there.
a lot of Mormon people listen to They Might Be Giants too. That's I feel like that's who introduced it to me.
Well, it's like if you look at the old maps where the waterway goes all the way up and it's called the Red Sea. And then you think, oh, the San Francisco Bay, like it's called the Golden Horn. It's pretty crazy. Like, of course, you name things after maybe what once was, like New something, like New Amsterdam, and then there's Old Amsterdam. But
You know what's weird about the Red Sea too? The Red Sea is like one of the only places in the world. There's only two places in the world where this specific fish live, and one is Pyramid Lake, Nevada, which has its own crazy legends and stuff, and the Red Sea, and it's called the Kiwi fish. So like it, Pyramid Lake is on the Paiute reservation, so they like white people can't fish the Kiwi fish. Only like you have to catch it. If you catch one, you have to release it because they're endangered because they're only in two places in the world. But they always say that Pyramid Lake doesn't have, like, it's a clay bottom, so they don't think that it actually has a bottom, that it's always shifting, and that there is a connection to the Red Sea.
Huh. Because that's also like so many of our cities, like in Pekin, Illinois, they say, oh, that has a connection. Like if you were to dig straight down, you get into Pekin, China. It's like crazy how much stuff they tell us. Oh, straight underground, you get there. And
Yeah.
it just doesn't even, this is, and you guys feel free to bring up or talk about whatever you want. I just am like, before I forget this, my ADD, I was like, I have to talk about this with the seamen tonight. So I was like, Abbie, have you seen anything about the USS Abraham Lincoln?
No, do tell me more.
So USS sailors aboard the USS Abraham Lincoln have attempted to jump overboard amid a growing mental health crisis during their 9th month at sea. The aircraft carrier deployed in the Middle East as part of the Iran war has reached a record-breaking deployment of 250 days at sea.
Okay, record-breaking in modern times, because I can tell you, like, my grandfather in World War II, like, had been out to sea for, like, 2 years.
That's what
But
I thought
it's
too.
rough. It's fucked. Like, and yeah, my great uncle was a submariner, and he was, underway for 2 years on a submarine. Could you imagine?
They're
But
saying like their mental health is crazy.
it's got to be bad, because it's bad enough when you just go on a 6-month deployment, because, especially when you're like in the middle of the ocean, you don't see land for however long. Like fresh water is scarce, so like showers, are literally like turn the water on, turn the water off. Like, and there's just so many things, you because even in boot camp, you have no idea what's happening in the outside world. Like, you're like, fuck, we could be at war and I wouldn't even know it. Like, it's 4th of July and I wouldn't know it. Like, there's no celebrations, nothing like that. They keep you so isolated. And then on a ship, think of that isolation. It would fuck with your head. But how did these men in World War II do this shit?
Well, even if you think about the energy that is on the ocean and just the currents and all that electromagnetics and the vibrations and being on the boat and everything else that's involved with it, like spiritually speaking, I think it's a lot. So I would bet you would go fucking insane being on the boat that long.
Yeah.
Follows a series of reports this week documenting supply shortages and mental health strain on the USS Abraham Lincoln that includes accounts of individuals attempting to jump from the ship. The aircraft carrier left in November from a base in San Diego, California. It has since been involved in January's military operation against Venezuela and more recently in the war in Iran. Its deployment was expected to end in May, but the time frame has been extended. It has more than 250 days at sea without a port stop, setting a record for the U.S. Navy. More than 5,000 sailors and Marines are housed on board. Several U.S. lawmakers have since called for an inquiry into the conditions on board of the ship. One Democratic senator also called on the Navy to allow a bipartisan delegation to visit the ship to assess the affairs.
But then part of me wonders, like, okay, that's what we're hearing. Is it true? Because they're, Trump's making a major chess move by stationing the part of our fleet there. We know it's probably in our favor, even though everybody wants to get political about it and like, oh, these poor sailors' mental health, blah, 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 blah. I bet you they fucking signed up for that.
I hear it
They
too.
warned them when they fucking took their oath, like, are you sure you want to do that? Because you're signing your life away.
Hold on, I hear this too. Do one of you have water dripping? You guys, I get comfortable
I
if the
do.
noise is steady enough. Okay.
Yeah, it's my cat bowl.
It's your water
fountain.
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes people.
Loud?
You know what's funny? I think it's the TEDs on TED Talk. They have a fire alarm noise, like a battery low and a fire alarm noise.
Oh, the chirping?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It makes people think it's in their house. Just a loud beep comes out of it or something. You look around like, what the hell? Anyways, I just think that shit's like.
I hate when that shit happens on TV. Like, you'll hear like sirens or something. What the fuck? That's what's up.
I like this sound. It actually puts me to sleep. This like water.
I think it's my water sign, but my fish tank is so loud and I don't even realize it until I'm like, somebody else will say it to me. They'll be like, where are you? And I'm like, oh, it's my fish tank. It's just like pouring water. Oh yeah. Back to the soldiers at sea and so they asked Trump about it and he's like, and they're like, do you think you should get him home? And he's like, no, maybe I'll let him stay even longer. And you said, maybe it's something else. After the plane thing where they supposedly, the press told, they thought there was a security problem aboard Air Force One and the press leaked it and Trump had to like get food carted like Taylor Swift to a different airplane, like on a food truck, and all this stuff went down. And it seems like to me, if we are at war, which we have been, everybody acts like us being in Iran, like we're at war. Like you don't think your country shutting down from COVID was the first sign. Like we've been at war. So it just makes me think like Abbie's saying like there's more to it. Why do they want on board of this boat so bad?
Yeah.
Like is any of this stuff really happening?
Because a lot of those politicians probably have all those countries in their pocket, and they like patting their wallets like, hey, you need to end this. Let's do this. So they're pressuring the media and, it's the trickle down of it all. I think it's all propaganda. I don't think any of that's real.
It's something else.
Are some of the sailors like going a little crazy? Perhaps. But you know what? Like I said, they fucking signed up for it. And I can say that because I fucking did the same thing. I signed up for it. I knew what I was getting myself into.
I honestly assumed that they were at sea for years. Like I assumed when you signed up for a sub or a boat, like, or a ship, sorry.
You technically live on the ship. Like you can also have like an apartment or, a barracks room on the base when you're at the base, but you technically live on the ship during your tenure as a United States sailor.
Huh. And I think something like even how you guys have your ritual of crossing the equator, I think there is something with the sea. There's something with the energy of the sea. Like there's something with whatever's going on. Like even Layla being like, I think mermaids could be the real aliens. And there's never been aliens like up above. They've always been in the ocean. Like I think there's something to it. And I think being at sea for a certain amount of time could make you feel a way that is off. Like even the story of mermaids, sirens calling you into the ocean because you start to go a little nutty.
Yeah.
Like the constant of wind and salt and like all this stuff just becomes a constant like other white noise.
And yeah.
Yeah. Even that lighthouse
it's like hypnotic.
Movie that where the people are stink. They are totally stink. It's such a stinky movie. Summer will hate it. But it is so Promethean and so that idea. Like I've just watched so many movies I feel like crunched into this week where they've all had that vibe of like Memento, Machinist, like somebody kind of losing their mind. And that's what the lighthouse was like. Two dudes get stranded at a lighthouse and all of their supplies start dwindling. And here's the story. I don't know.
Do you think ley lines have a power on the ocean?
Yes, maybe even more. I think one of them where they
The
all
salt water is
attach is the Bermuda
conductive.
Triangle. Like where you look at all of the crossing sections, like one of the ones where more lines cross than any other place are like the Bermuda Triangle and then the Devil's Triangle in Japan. It's like there's these 4 spots on the planet that just has these crazy amount.
And just think like the ocean is pure electrolyte. You know, it is like electromagnetic. It's like salt water is conductive.
Now, do you
That's why
think
we need
fault
electrolytes.
lines
We're
have a play in
electromagnetic.
this energy-wise or no?
I don't know if I believe in
Because
fault
they are
lines. I mean,
lines that
like,
actually exist, you know, in the plane. Because when you look at fault and you get into the fault lines, it just literally talks about flat planes and plates and energy. And that's where a lot of gold is made too, by the way, in the fault lines. A lot of people don't know that, but that's how a lot of gold is made through earthquakes and the fault lines.
fault lines that never
The
sit
veins,
still.
right in
Follow
there.
the runes of
So there
Duncan.
has to be some kind of power to that where it can transform things and create gold. If it's creating fucking gold, like what
I
kind of
think
alchemical magic is happening in the fault lines,
I think the
especially in the
gold is
ocean?
still part of the. I think it's all part of the Titans. I think it's Titan body parts.
That too, but they also show that the fault lines could be veins.
They are veins, gold veins.
Yeah, they could just be veins of like
They
the
tap into a
fucking
gold vein.
Well, do you get down with the whole idea of like, you know, they taught us in school like Pangea and all the planets like move around like puzzle pieces. And I kind of I feel
don't
like
see it
we're
that
maybe
way.
on an expanding Earth. Like it's growing.
I see it
Imagination.
like
The more
land.
we imagine it, the more it does it.
That's why I think they don't let kids to the ice wall.
I see land like this. Everything underneath us, it's like a crust. But it's just, you know, you know. But all of it's that. And then I feel like the earth does this. Okay, so then you'll have your higher
breathes.
points. Yeah, I truly believe it breathes, but in slow way. Like a really slow way. A different type of breathing. But I believe that it does that. And it has its cycle. When it just
And
goes
when it
up,
starts its period, it's like, oh my God, I'm
and
not
then, oh,
crazy.
thank God. Or maybe it's pregnant and it just needs to, like, you know, it fills. And then when it's time, it dries out.
What was that show that we watched forever ago where it had like Angelina Jolie in it, and it was a comic book show, The Immortals?
Oh yeah. Yep.
And wasn't the Earth pregnant?
Well,
really?
Earth was basically like all the gods and the people were becoming the Earth, which is technically like the Earth god. So the Earth was like getting ready to hatch, essentially, which is it's almost a distortion of the law of one, because the law of one is basically saying that we're all part of the Earth collective, and the collective is like we're.
Dude. For the first time ever, Navy seamen. And when they land at shore, they give birth. Like it's like they are doing this ritual on the sea. Like Navy seamen are all dressed in white, and then they give the boat like lands on the bank, like all these words that are there, but the seamen like impregnate a land with a different land.
And you know, it's funny. My grandfather, all his tattoos and stuff, like one of his tattoos was like a flock of seagulls. And I was like, why seagulls, Grandpa? Like, those are ridiculous. Like, those are gross. You know, he goes, He's like, when we saw seagulls, we get a hard on because that meant we were close to land. And then the other thing he said to me was like Point Loma in California. He goes, we always called that point hard on. I was like, why'd you call that point hard on? He's like, because that meant you're going to see your wife soon. He's like, you'd see that it jutted out like a dick. And he's like, we knew we were going to see our wives soon.
Well, did you
curious? There's so many gay men in San Francisco. It meant you were gonna see your wife soon.
Well, but the funny thing is, though, like
Sorry, go
that's
on.
like he would come home, knock up my grandma, and then be back out to sea again. So like literally, he did what he said there.
Well, have you guys seen the video of the guy who,
Seaman.
scientists recorded the sun, like the actual real sun and how it looks? And it's all like fibrous and it looks like a live organism, almost like a fertilized fucking egg. And you kind of see the energy of the outside of the egg, and it looks like bodies or souls just fucking, and soul entering the fucking sun. Like, dude, the way he was describing it, he's like, that's the fucking, y'all, you guys are not getting it. You guys are not getting it. It's not male, it's female. And what you were saying with Balderson and the fucking moon being masculine.
Balderson has always been the one dude who, no matter what, any of the things, he's like, the sun's feminine, the moon is masculine. The sun is feminine. He goes, every of these cultures say it, but the sun is feminine and the moon's masculine. He's always said the gold should be the feminine, the silver should be the masculine.
If you pull it up, that video, you could see it. Like, it's a scientific video. Like, it's published everywhere. It's like the video of the up close image of a video of the sun, super zoomed in. And you could see it looks like a live fucking cell. That's what it fucking looks like. And there's energy that comes out of it and then goes in it. And it looks like literally souls, shadows just going inside of the fucking sun.
It kind of reminds me of the Teletubbies, in the Teletubbies, which was like the most alarming fucking weird show. And I didn't let my kids watch it, but
I love that.
The sun always had the baby in it.
Sunday morning.
I just hated that they baby talked though, and I was like, I don't want like these weird baby talking things to teach my kids to talk like that.
During lockdowns, and Nancy Pelosi did the good morning Sunday morning. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah, Nancy Pelosi.
Okay, I found this, Layla. This is the sharpest.
That's not that one.
Maybe let's see if it'll go through any other images.
The sun has been a blinding mystery.
Whoa.
I'm seeing if she goes through any other images while she's talking about it.
Where is it?
Is it this one?
It's like this. Hold on.
Let me look.
Motherfucker. Is it?
Pink.
There,
Show me what the picture looks like and I'll find it.
Yeah, 1 second. Okay, skip. Beautiful. Hold on. I'm trying to find that specific video and he goes into detail. It's not the one that looks like molten lava. No. It's like a zoomed in. Hold on. It's right here somewhere.
Take your time. I'm going to do, let's see this.
Yeah,
This
when you
makes me think of,
continue
what song
talking
does
and then
this
I'll
make
go
you
back
think
to
of,
it.
Abbie?
What?
What song does this make you think of?
Purple Rain? I don't know.
That's what I was thinking
Purple
too.
rain.
Purple rain. That's what I was like. Oh, maybe if Summer was here, she would have sang that way.
It's always Prince.
Prince is on one. Prince knew some shit. Prince is the first guy ever that I saw that I realized that, oh, like sometimes somebody can be sexy ugly. Like it doesn't matter what they look like. They can still have
Their
sex
energy
appeal.
is so sexy that you're like,
I'm like, okay. The worst example of that I say where people cringe a little bit, but whatever. Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh, Billy Bob Thornton for sure. Because he's like
Sexy ugly.
super masculine, sexy ugly. Like
Yeah,
in a
like-
total cringe way. Because you're like, man, you probably nasty
He
motherfucker.
nasty, but he'd be like, give me your blood. I'm going to wear it around my neck. And you'd be like,
Yeah.
okay.
And you're like, dang, these can go down all night.
Nasty old Billy Bob. Layla, how's it coming over there?
1 second, sorry. I promise. I'm
No,
gonna
take
find
your
it.
time. I'll find something
I
else.
see. You guys could talk about whatever, and then I'll show you. When I find it, we'll go back to it.
You guys can
We'll
talk
circle
about whatever.
back.
Don't give me pressure of this.
You know who I think is also like oddly sexy is
Who?
the Bill on Kill Bill. I don't even know that actor's name.
Bill on Kill Bill. Oh, David Carradine.
Yeah, I don't know
That's
why.
the guy. He's a red scarf guy.
Yeah. Oh,
He's
yeah.
in
he is.
Thailand. He's a red scarf guy.
Oh,
yeah.
there we go. I found it.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see.
Not supposed to see this video. We as humans, you are not supposed to see this video. We as humans are not designed to be able to
Don't
see
listen.
the
Hold
sun.
on. Just shut the fuck up.
Let me turn this off for a sec.
But you see, like how it looks like an organism, and then it'll start pointing at. Look at all
Oh,
that.
I know what. Okay, I found that one too. I saw that
Yeah.
one.
Like
Okay.
solar flares? Is that
I'll
what
find
that's
it.
supposed to be?
They're saying solar flares, but like literally, it looks like.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. It looks like a little sperm action or something, but that's what the soul is. A sperm. I wonder. It's like a plasma.
Look at this. It is crazy looking. Speaking of semen, it looks like the USS Abraham Lincoln, and they're all like, "Yay!" That's crazy looking. Is that it, Layla?
Huh. Yeah, that's it. Yes.
It looks like
and
liquid,
all around
doesn't it?
All around it. That's so weird, bro.
That's so weird.
It looks like a fucking organism.
Sorry.
That's magnetism. That's what they tell us. We want to use our own
Did
imaginations.
you feel that?
You
Yeah,
understand?
now you have to do
Sometimes it
more
makes Look
sound.
at that shit.
Okay, let's see what we got.
Look at that shit. That looks like a fucking fertilized egg. Something's gonna birth. What are we birthing? A new age.
Oh.
That is wild looking.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of tornado-ish.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's that.
It does look like a fast cloud moving.
It would be
like a
cool
storm cloud.
if that were that, like a soul holder.
Isn't it funny? This is just annoying to me just in this minute. Just in this moment. You know how we ask all the fucking time, please show us a picture of Australia upside down. Show us a picture zoomed in of anything upside down on the planet. You can zoom in. They can get this close to the sun to show us this storm, and they always show it sideways. They never are like, look at it on the top, like they do all the earth things for us. Look at these images that they're giving of the sun, but they never give us this detail of the place we actually fucking live. And every time they show us anything of the sun, look at it, it's diagonal, it's to the side to let you know this is the sun. And everything they show us on earth is always straight up like this. It's just like that little bit. Like if I just turn this to the side, now it just looks like a storm on the desert.
So weird.
But it is crazy.
It's so weird. What if it is something that is, more than they tell us, the sun? Not just a light source. It's like almost when I think about it, it's like we're on a CD-ROM and the sun is like the laser beam that reads the CD.
Run!
It's
like following you. You're like
But it's not even that. It's like the light that runs the simulation, runs the CD, runs the game, runs the program. And without the game doesn't exist.
Like the needle on the
record player.
The laser on the
Mm-hmm.
That's what's playing. What's underneath it?
That's literally. And without the sun, like none of it can happen.
I think
without
stuff goes under the
you
moon
won't hear
too.
the music.
I think moonlight does something whole different for vegetation.
Oh yeah.
Like moonlight has its whole own vibe and it's cooler. And like makes putrid. It makes a whole different energy happen.
Yeah.
Like if sun rots things, then the moon makes them putrid. It's not the same.
It's so weird. This realm is so wild. The older I get, the more of a kid I'm seeing it as.
Yeah, I didn't know where it came from at first, and Layla was talking, and it just logically didn't make sense that the character of Abbie was slurping.
I had to. That's what I saw. Like I heard it in my head. The visual made me have that auditory sensation.
That song is so powerful.
What one?
What's his name? Starlight, moonlight, everybody get your moon right. What's his name? XXX.
Oh yeah, Tentacion.
Mm-hmm.
I'll know it like 3 years from now, and I'll be like, "Have you guys heard this song?" You'll be like, "Yeah, bitch, it's like 10 years old."
Mm-hmm.
That's usually when stuff hits me. Did you guys see that Dolly Parton canceled her tour?
I did not.
Mm.
How old is she now? Like 94? for what?
It's giving Lindsey Graham.
Doesn't it give you Lindsey Graham a little with Dolly? Like she has to come out every couple of days and tell us she's okay, and then she cancels something, and then she does a video, and I'm like, it would be so easy to make an AI video of Dolly at this point.
You know, at Dollywood, they don't have one image of her that's not just a headshot. I know it's because
What?
everybody wants to touch her boobs and stuff. Like I wanted to I was like, oh, I hope I find a Dolly Parton bust or like a freaking wax model or something like that, because I definitely want to touch it. But yeah, I think that's
Every
probably why.
single picture is a fucking shot of her boobs in it.
No boobs.
No boobs?
Yeah.
No.
And it's like, that's what Dolly
That's a
was known
Mandela
for.
effect, bro. Dolly.
Well, I think she does it on purpose because I think she doesn't want people to do what I would do, which is in St. Louis, St. Charles, they have like this big old Meriwether Lewis and Clark, statues. And I went and stood under it, and you could literally touch one of their balls. So I had to get a picture like that, but I would definitely have done that with Dolly's boobs. So yeah.
I don't know. I see pictures with her boobs in it.
Oh, well, I mean, at Dollywood, they don't have it. Nothing at Dollywood.
I'm
At
like,
her theme
what?
park, there's
You're
nothing
like, what,
of
bitch?
her
You better.
that's just
She's like, you better make a post because
Yeah, no,
I've
at
never
Dollywood.
heard this.
Because I've seen her boobs all over the place.
No, they are. Yeah, I mean, 'cause that's what she was known
I did
for,
not know
having
you were
the
talking
biggest
about that.
tits
I'm
in the
sorry,
world.
bro.
And then, yeah, no, at Dollywood, you can't find anything of her like that.
Have you guys heard the rumor that Dolly Parton is entirely tattooed from head to toe, and she
I
wears
believe that.
a latex skin suit, like
I believe
always
that.
has?
Whoa.
Have you ever
She's
heard
probably
this?
like a dark
Let me
brunette
see if I can find
underneath
something.
that wig. Looks totally different, normal day life kind of person, and doesn't want to be seen in public. And probably her boobs are not even real. She just wears a fake prosthetic.
Oh, I wanted it to pull up the conspiracy theory about it, but it's just pulling up people with Dolly Parton tattoo. Oh, it says on it, Dolly Parton is not fully tattooed. While rumors suggest she is covered in body art, she actually has a small scattered collection of delicate pastel tattoos that she uses primarily to cover surgical scars and fair skin discolorations.
Sure, Jan.
I was thinking the exact same. Okay, doll E.
Sure.
And she was kind of, I would say, like pre Pam Anderson, the push of fake tits. And without the push of ladies getting fake tits, men don't have fake tits. And then you can't walk into transhumanism. So somewhere in the timeline of the transhumanism, Dolly is a pivotal part, in my opinion. And that's why her name's Dolly.
Well,
Dude.
also, I want to point out something with dreaming really quick, just because I have dreams sometimes that'll
About Dolly Parton.
she'll be in the dream, but then I'll also have baby dolls and doll clothes, and it's the word doll and dolly keeps coming up. And so if you have dreams of dolls or like baby doll stuff, or like even dirty diapers or Dolly Parton, that's affiliated with the humiliation soul wound. So that's usually telling you have a memory that has to do with humiliation that you need to it's going to come up in the next couple of days for you to process and heal, use the emotion, feel the emotions and get it out of your body. So just want to throw that out there. So
Like, just
Speaking
'cause
of
you're dreaming
boobs,
about it.
if you have saline fake titties, just so you know, you have a high chance of having your boobs filled with mold. Just so you know. Women are pulling out their saline, removing their saline and breast implants, and they are pulling out black, puffy, clouded,
it looks gross. Yeah.
disgusting. Be careful. Be careful out there. 'Cause saline sometimes isn't always better.
My head is already weird enough. Like every once in a while, I'll think oh my gosh, I don't have a spleen. I just will randomly think that, and it'll make me feel away. That is so much smaller than the amount of times that I'm I want to get this retainer out of my mouth. Like where I just have a weird, like claustrophobic, like I have a retainer in the bottom of my mouth that's glued there. It has been since I don't even remember. And every time I like finally go to an orthodontist, like take it out, they're like, you don't want it out. And then that day I'm like, I really don't. It's fine. It really is fine. It's like twice a year. It just, but more than my spleen, I feel like having something in me foreign would be harder for my brain than having something taken out of me. Just actually, even with the silly bar that's my retainer, that it's not like some things I'm like, oh, who wouldn't want some great tits? Like, but I just am like, I think my own little weird brain would make me think things that maybe were like, I might be 100% fine. I think I would get into my own brain and be like, am I sick because of my tits?
Well,
that's why I don't have tattoos either.
That's what I was worried about when I got
can't.
my tits. Like because I had gone back and forth for years, wondering if I how I felt about it, and then I just decided, you know what, I create my own reality.
I love 'em.
Fuck it. Yeah, no, I love how I'm happy. It was a great investment.
I come from a long line of fake tits. I don't judge fake tits.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just
No,
feel
I
like
love 'em.
for myself.
But they
be
do
careful and get 'em
feel
screened.
foreign though. Like I don't know. It's like, okay. So I was in the gym and I was hot, and then I walked outside and I got in my car, and it's hot outside. It's hot and humid as fuck in Oklahoma. Get in my car, crank the AC, and by the time I get home, my tits were so fucking cold. Like they stayed cold, like they were refrigerated. I was like, what the fuck? Like, so
Holy
they
shit.
don't always feel like they don't necessarily feel integrated into my body, but like they are, but they're not. Like I know that they're there. Like I can't forget that they're there.
Yeah.
Even with my stretch gauges, which everybody's like, oh, once you stretch, they just get bigger, bigger, bigger. My stretch gauges sometimes will get so cold or hot on the temperature, and they're on my ears, and I already deal with headaches. Then I have to take my earrings out just because I'm like, get in my own head about it. Like I get, like different, some of them are metal and some of them are, and so they just hold different. I'm just a weirdo. Like I'm weird when it comes to that stuff, but I could just see myself being like, I got to get my tits taken out tonight. And you'd have to talk me off a ledge. Like, you're fine. You love your tits.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. Like, I don't know. Even with piercings, I have like 2 piercings. Can I get more? No. Because I know I don't ever wear fucking earrings to begin with. Tattoos, love them. I just don't like the fact that I'll have a mark on my skin and I'm just going to like, oh, I'm not going to like it. Now, having something in my body, I don't know how I'd feel, but I know I'll have the same reaction as the skin thing.
Well,
so I just personally can't do it.
I have a couple crappy tattoos, and I said something to like this guy that I've been seeing, and he's a tattoo artist, and he goes, Abbie, have you not looked at me? He's like, I'm covered in like crappy tattoos. I have a whole bunch of them. Oh, who's tits?
I love the fucking chat, bro.
I know.
Y'all are so rad, funny. Man. I swear. You guys are so great.
I will even like this. This is how we are on this show a lot. Every once in a while, because I'll be FaceTiming. It'll be my Maria or something. And I'll be wearing a tank top, like working on like outside or working in my house. And so I'll just have my phone set up on a stand and we'll be chatting with each other. And I'll walk away. She'll say, I always forget you have tits. And then I always feel like, stop.
That's funny.
Yeah, it just makes me laugh every time.
Oh my god!
Not like
I'm so
every
happy
time,
she got
but-
another dog that she rescued. That's so cute.
It is
so
really cute.
Yeah, I saw her
Y'all,
story today.
I have weird, like in my little magic soothsaying weird stuff. So I was having this craving like all week. I was just like, I think I want a German Shepherd. Like I probably even made posts about it on X. I'm like, I feel like the universe keeps showing me a German Shepherd. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's like God or the algorithm or both, because it was happening in my real life and every time I went online too. And I had to verbalize it finally because it was something, when your algorithm does shit that you're like, I know I haven't said this out loud.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, what? And so I was like, always with this German Shepherd. And then I saw somebody do this trick with a Malinois and I was like, oh. they look really shepherd, and then they're smart, but their body's built like solid, like, you know, because I had a German shepherd once, they get a bad back. And so I saw this dog, like a blonde shepherd. It's like a Malinois, pretty much. It's like the exact face the whole week. And then she just randomly got this dog in like the spur of a moment, like rescue dog that was going to get put down in like 3 states away. Got to drive in the middle of the night to go get this dog. I'm like, you're wild. Like, this is Sagittarius. This is not Scorpio in you that does this. This stuff to me is wild. Anyway, so yeah, she has a new dog named Ruby, and it's pretty cute.
Yeah, it's so cute.
It's total.
The whole story
dog
behind the whole dog and everything. So beautiful. Good for her. What a good soul.
And yeah, I will say too, in the cool way of my Maria, of her rescuing these older dogs, is she lost the dog love of her life that she had from the time he was a puppy all the way through. And she got to do all the things with him and got to give him a great dog life. So with these older dogs, she pretty much takes them on that day that you'd give the dog a pup cup. You're like, I'm going to take my dog to the beach today. He's going to get a pup cup. He's going to have all his favorite things, and then he gets put down. Like, that's like that thing people do for the last day. She just gives these dogs that. Their whole existence. So it's like she goes on road trips and Sonic burgers every day, and, you know, like, if they need some weird therapy instead of crazy.
Yeah, she's so good with
stuff.
that.
Yeah.
She's so good with that.
It's really cute.
I just don't believe in vaccinating your dogs. Unless you're fucking hiking with the whole rabies thing. But that's it.
Yeah, there's some.
I don't like vaccinating.
No, I feel like animal conspiracies need to be talked about more.
Mm-hmm.
The food, the everything that's wrong with our stuff, theirs is worse.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but I don't know. Anything, you guys, I'll give you guys to tell us if we have to talk about anything that we missed this week. I pointed over here, even though it's down there on the chat, but over here for
over
me.
here for us. Yeah.
I pointed over here to the main board. I am gonna be on a big ship for a couple of days.
Nice. Ooh, fun.
Yeah, I like to cruise. I don't know if it's my Florida.
That's this month, huh?
Yeah. Taking a little cruise with my sister. So we haven't shared a room since I was like 15. It should be. And my sister and me are such different ladies. It should just be fun. She's just really like girl next door, and her mom and her 5 girls, and everything's always in place. And she's just like, she's at a football game for cheerleading tonight. You know, like her life and my existence are so different. So I am looking forward to just hanging out with her and like laughing, goofing off. It'll be fun. If you guys haven't cruised yet, you guys should totally cruise. And then I will also say that I packed more than one flashlight, because if I end up on a poop cruise, I'm going to be prepped for this shit. Like, I'm going blind, but I also would never go on a Carnival ship. So if Royal Caribbean wants to sponsor this podcast,
hell yeah,
we will go on Royal Caribbean boats. Yeah, if we ever did like a cruise for the show with the audience, it would be on Royal Caribbean.
Hell yeah.
We're not Carnival. Unless we just Carnivaled for the plot.
Thank you, Lolly.
Thank you, Lolly.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you.
Wait. And boom. And boom. You have to do it again now.
Do it again. Okay.
You know. You always start too fast.
I know.
No.
And now I can't do it.
I can't do it. I cannot do it. Yeah, let's see. Most dog food and science, diet, etc. are all made
thank
by
you again.
Mars.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll wait.
Now it has to get. And
thank you, Lolly.
Okay.
Thank you.
I don't know why it makes me laugh every single time. You know how you watch a baby with the toy and they press it and they laugh, and they press it and they laugh. There's just some things like I'm just like that will always make me laugh. It's like Andrew Wilson being like, I think all ladies are retarded. It's just like a guy in a bar. And I'm like, of course you were going to say that. But there is a clip going around of Sneeko where he was watching the debate live and like at the bottom and had the debate live on his channel. And when Candace was talking, he goes, Andrew's going to say all women are retarded. He's going to say all women are retarded. He's going to say, and then Andrew's like, all women are retarded. He was like, it was like if we would have predicted on here how excited we'd be about it. Thank you so much, Lolly. You're awesome. I don't take my cats to the bed. That's how I picture Rig saying it. I don't take my cats to the vet.
Ooh, that's awesome. Dude and Cortana. I like their names.
I call all my cats Nana. They're all my nanas.
Oh, thank you.
I call my cats Gee.
You know,
I've
like
realized I
mamas,
call all
nanas.
boys in my life that are around me at some point Bubba.
Well,
it's
I might
just a
have a
normal
new
thing.
cat. His name has got to be Sly Stallone, I think, because he's
Apollo
pure.
and
Yeah, and he's pure black. He's like got black pads, black nose, and black whiskers. So I looked that up as a Bombay. I was like, ooh.
So you're not going to go with Rocky?
Well, no, because like Sly, like Sylvester the cat, because, you know, the black cat of it all.
yeah,
and then
that's
Sly
tough.
Stallone. So close enough.
Close enough. Make people think about it. Unless you give it a total god or goddess name because
Yeah,
of
which
Apollo.
I like to do. Yeah,
And then lean totally different than the original intent.
true. I just kind of like the Sylvester of it all.
I'm sure I've been looking into other weird shit this week. All my digs right now are at like the start or the second stage before I can bring like, okay, you guys, here's my full schizo on this. Like I've been making a lot of notes and I've been trying to make a lot more digital notes. Like just making a note about this. I saw something interesting where it was like 2 random goats took the, what is it? The transportation, like the public transportation in Portland, Oregon. And it was like 2 goats take the public transportation. It was showing 2 goats like walk off a subway. And I'm like, this is comms to me. I'm just making
Yeah.
a note. Like,
Yeah.
this just seems weird. Goats in Portland. Check. Got it. That's shuffled away. So
Weird.
it is kind of funny when you have cat emergencies or you're at the vet and you have to tell the vet what your animal's name is. And they do have an alias. All of a sudden your animal's like a mob member where you're like, his name's Shorty, or we call him Mr. P, or PP Longstockings, or whatever. And you're like, whoa. Okay. Well, you guys, we love you so much. The 130
Yes,
of
thank
you
you
that are
guys.
here. Thank you for coming to hang out with us. And Mercury would be a great name for
I
a
like
cat,
it.
Abbie.
Yep. It is good.
That is good. We should have a name Abby's cat contest.
Yeah.
We should have a name Abby's puss.
You're going to name my kitty?
Yeah, name my kitty. All right, you guys, we love you so much. Thank you for
Yeah.
coming to hang out with the Secret Society of Good Guys. As always, if you guys have any funny money around and you're looking for something to spend it on, go to paranoidamerican.com and you can purchase something fun for yourself because he might have sticker packs left over from Bohemian Grove. So you should go there and he might have some fun extra sales. And then when he is back, we'll get to hear about his fun adventures. And you know, it'll be something that makes us laugh and laugh. So
Absolutely.
we love you guys and have a great weekend. I want to make sure I'm on and do something nice for somebody just because we
Yes.
want you to. Just because it'll make you feel good, but because we want you to. So make sure you turn it down because Juliette Lewis comes hard. And you guys, I'm going to, hold on. I do have something that I'm not, this isn't the real thing, but we are working on something that I'm like, oh my gosh, let me see if I can find it in here. Maybe I can't. Do I just have the Cardi B one? Anyways, we have an outro that we have been working on that's a little low key, but it's not this one, but I'll have it up in the next couple of weeks. So you still have to turn it down this time because Julia Lewis brings it hard. Okay, XOXO, Gossip Girl. Bye bye.
Can't you save us, Britney Spears? Can we be saved? God, why is Satan controlling the universe?
The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing who our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, misfits, entertaining cunning linguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracy, sex, culture, making it's okay to change your thinking, good guys. Good guys, good guys, good guys. The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing who our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, misfits, entertaining cunning linguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracy, sex, culture, making it's okay to change your thinking, good guys. Good guys, good guys, good guys.
You're still here? It's over.